Ed, you've got a left foot. Can you play left back? Yeah, mate, maybe 20 years ago. Hello? Oh, head scout Liam Sweeting. How you going? Excellent. Now, Champions League's just around the corner and we're getting desperate. How's the search for a left back going? I'm sorry, what? You have the might of the Bala Town Scouting Network and you have found one guy maybe. Oh, we're going to be playing the Europa League. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 14, Episode 2 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town, and today we play young boys of Bern, of Switzerland of course, in the Champions League qualifying playoff for a place in the Champions League group stage. And as you've just heard, the search for a left back is not going well. We have a total of four players that we could sign. There are no options on loan. No options online. Now, a quick reminder to one of the rules that I have for myself is that I let the scouts find players. I don't go and play a search. So that's why finding a left back is perhaps more difficult than you're wondering, why is it so hard for me to find left back? That's why, because I do rely on the scouts to find players for me. I just find it makes it a little bit more realistic. But of the players that we have here, Fiottini, I did make a bid to sign him. They want 16, 17 million. And he's not quick enough. He's not particularly good defensively. I would have taken him for the 8 million that it says that his estimated cost is, but they want almost double that. And I just can't justify it, if I'm honest. Jason Yates, would love to get him. Chelsea won £103 million for him, so that's not going to happen. And Tim Burrows is, I think, a future star of the Welsh national team, to be honest. They want, again, 80, 90 million for him, and we can't loan him. He's currently under bid for loan from Bolton. Is it Bolton and Southend? And we can't loan him because he's under 17, I think, so we can't loan a player under 17. I'm assuming that's why we don't have the option to loan him. So that leaves us one man, and that is Sergio Lufuente, 1.8 million. So this is who we've had to go in for. So we have somebody that's not 16-year-old Dean Parry at left back or, aging Norrington Davies. So, this guy's quick. That's about it. He has good concentration. He's not ideal, but yeah, the scouts like him, so maybe if we sign him and he plays, he'll get better. But yeah, it's not a good situation, our left back, unfortunately. But this is a situation that we have. And we go into the Champions League playoff with a choice of Parry or Norrington Davies at left back, basically. But anyway, we'll hopefully not pay a price for that. We have got our Premier League season underway. We played fellow professionals Connors Key in the first game, so let's go see how that went. Senad Puklan took 10 minutes to open his Bala account when he got on the end of a Sean Davis cross, and he then got his second before half-time. Denny Gami played in Damien Allmark early in the second half, and then did it again in the 66th minute. Before Louis Correa came off the bench to smash in our fifth. So there we go, it was more or less exactly what you'd expect. A really, really good first up away performance. A number of players formerly of our parish in their team. Burgess playing centre-back for them, which was interesting, but I guess he can't really do it, can he? Also there was Faulkner, who we've come across before, and also James, who of course we were sold to them over this past summer. So a few familiar faces, but we were just too good for them. Correa came off the bench, got a wonderful first goal I think it was his first goal for the club. We gave a debut, as you saw there, to Puklan, and, 2 goals, very, very nicely done, and off he came. And the Damien Allmark quest for 50 didn't last very long last year because he had a horrible, horrible start to the campaign, but 2 in the first game, that puts him on track. So we'll see how far he gets this year before we have to call on him. Hopefully, he'll have a good year. Now, while that is now underway, let's have a quick look at the league table, and you can see that, look at that news saying it's only 1 point from their first 2 games. Love to see that. But yeah, we can see everybody else there. Early days. So I thought we'd have a quick look at our expectations for the year while we're here. We are obviously expected to win the Premier League. We're expected to reach the group stage of the Champions League. We'll know if we're going to do that or not today. Iron Brew is not deemed to be important. I was thinking too, instead of having just Welsh players play in that, because more or less that's the same as the Wags, I'm wondering if, because it's a British tournament, if any players from a country that is in the tournament, so sort of the British Isles, they will then, those players are eligible. So I think that's what we might do. Yeah, because that gives the likes then of, if we had an Adam Maurice or someone like that, they could have played in that as well. So Tommy Williamson, for example, he needs game time. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Welsh Cup, we need to win that, and the Welsh League Cup is not important. We are going away to the New Saints in the third round, so that could be pretty tough, but we'll see how we go in that one. They're not the team they were, which is fantastic. A quick look at the season preview here of the Welsh League. If you are on the Discord group, there's a link to that in the description. You would have seen all this already on the Discord group. I do post this kind of thing in. It's the sort of thing I would post in there beforehand, as well as the lineup, so you would already know who's playing in the first leg against the Young Boys today if you're in the group. But we are the favourites. Catherine Jewells, the New Saints, FN Lido, I think I was told it was pronounced. And we can see everybody else going down there to the new promoted teams, and Cardiff Met Uni as well. This is the team of the season, or the dream team. What is this person here? Who are we? Bala Town, not a Bala Town player. It's the first time in a many seasons, and that just proves to go further to show that left back is definitely our problem position. Our two key players are Big Mac and Arias, which is just about fair enough. If we go down, Griffith McMenemy is a key player for FN Lido. Marcus Burgess for Connors Key. Connor Gwynedd for Bengal City. Who else have we got here that's formerly of our parish? Is there anybody else? Tim Smith, formerly of our parish at Bengal City again. Denny Faulkner was he out at one point? I can't remember. But anyway, lots and lots of Bala Town graduates expected to star in the league this season. But that is all for another time. This is all about the Champions League. We do have another league game against Aberystwyth Town. I'll play that and show you the highlights in between the two games here. But we have Young Boys. We have a 1-win, 1-draw record against them. Again, don't have the Dutch League. Not the Dutch League. What are they? I don't have that loaded up either. But don't have the Swiss League loaded up. They drew 0-0 away to Larne, but they did absolutely smash them at home. So, yeah, we're going to want to take a lead with us, I suspect. We don't know too much else about them. You may have noticed from the match preview as well, we are the favourites. Though they're certainly not long shots for the game. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. And with an injury crisis up front as well, as a reminder, Tommy Williamson is out injured, as is Freshie. So they're going to be missing for both legs of this. So it's probably the trickiest we've had coming into a tie, I'll be honest. It's really not going to plan. But Tanaskovic goes in goal. Parry gets the nod because he's good defensively, basically. Just don't stuff up for me, please, mate. We're going to have Susnik, Tony, and Ballerini as the back four. Brewerton, Arias, and Roda in midfield. Puklin makes a sort of, I guess, a YouTube debut, we'll call it, as an inside forward. Fomin down the left. Big Mac up top as a complete forward. As I said, I'm a little bit nervous about this one. So we can see the way they've come out, which is a little bit different again to what we're expecting with the sort of the three number 10s there. That does make me wonder if we should be a little bit more narrow defensively, but we'll leave it with what we have. Gomez says pick up where they were left off. Let's go with that. Keep the run going, boys. Keep the run going. We not obviously, but we did look good against Connors Key, but it's obviously very, very different opposition. All right, here we go. Larne have always given us a tough game, so the fact that they could put 5 past them at their home ground, now maybe Larne is a different team this season than they were previous seasons, but the fact that they could do that does make me quite nervous. Ballerini gets it forward to Polklin. He gets over the top there for Big Mac. Come on, Big Mac. Does he have his goal-scoring boots on today? Not yet, but a promising start. 2 minutes in, we have the corner. Who's going to take this? It's Arias, the moustached wonder. Ball in, headed away. It's cleared away again. We've got 2 defenders back. They've got a man getting forward in the box. They check back to keep possession. What we don't want to do, obviously, is concede an away goal. Let's give it a get creative. So far, so good. Match stats would suggest that we're having the better of the game. Goal kick for Young Boys. They pump it long. We do have some good headers of the ball back there. We've won it back. Brewerton has it. Back to Tanaskovic. He goes wide there for Tony. Well, not wide, forward, I should say. Speaking of wide, though, we do have Ballerini in quite a bit of space if you'd like to use him. Looking at this, I do wonder if we need to be exploiting the flanks or maybe just looking for overlaps. Parry, it wasn't a bad ball. They weren't on the same wavelength, were they? Come on, boys. Can we win that back? We can. Roda pounces. Come on, Roda. Stick it in. Sonny does, and Anthony Roda gives us the lead. Pounces on a defensive howler. A first goal of the season for him. And it is 1-0 to Bala Town. And oh, how we needed that. That settles the nerves a little bit. I'm not sure what the defender was doing. Rhoda was there. He's in his face. Got a foot in. And, well, he took his chance well. There you go, Big Mac. That's how you score, mate. Wonderful stuff from Rhoda. We are going to need Big Mac to settle his nerves down and get these goals going in, the chances that he does have. We've got nervous, apprehensive-looking defenders. That's not ideal. An anxious-looking Pookland as well. I wonder if we give it a no pressure. Here we go, Arias with a free kick. It's decent. It's Susek just back across goal, and Big Mac gets the goal. It's 2-0. Antonio Susnik with the knockdown. And, well, it was a really good ball in from Juan Arias as well, wasn't it? We'll demand a little bit more. Good ball in, good header down, and Big Mac slides in. Just wanted it more. And it is 2-0 to Bala Town. That is a scoreline we could all get behind, I think. If we can keep the nil, then we're in a decent place here, even though we don't have a left back. That's harsh. We do have a left back. He's just very, 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 very young. Come on. Let's get to the break. We do. Do we? We do indeed. All right. Real Madrid in the qualifying. Wonder how they got stuck with that. Anyway, what do we say? Assertively don't get complacent. We've got a nervous-looking Parry. Let's say there's no pressure on you today, mate. Just go out there and don't stuff up. That's not pressure, right? Just don't stuff up. Everybody else is doing quite well. Brewerton a 6-7. Maybe can we get a little bit more from you, please, mate? Pookland on YouTube debut is doing quite well. And Tony, just don't get yourself sent off, please. And let's get back out there. He's still nervous, is old Parry at left back. Let's try giving them some praise as the highlight begins. Parry with the throw for Big Mac. Big Mac back to Parry. In there to Brewerton. In there for Susnich. He gets it back. Macmeyer can't quite win the header. And Rhoda picks up a bit of a loose ball and we go again. Tony spreads it out wide there for Ballerini. Can he get across into the box? He's inside the penalty area. Can he pull it back? It's a penalty, ref. No, it's not. Can we win that back? Oh, it's a loose pass again. Big Mac is there and again it's blocked away. They look a shambles when we put pressure on them at the back. Which is wonderful to see, really, isn't it? Nobody's playing particularly badly. Arias with another corner. Can we make this one count? Just over the bar and it's Big Mac again. 1 hour gone. I would just about take 2-0 now. I feel like that gives us a very good chance in the second leg. Let's give them some more praise. We're doing okay here. Fomin's not having the best game. Let's get Robert Riola on out there. See how he does. Arias is doing fine. I'm not going to take him off for playing a 6.9. He's whipping in some good free kicks, if nothing else. Come on, boys. We're so close. There is obviously a massive difference, though, isn't there, between 2-0 and 2-1. We'll give him some more praise. Teniskovic with the goal kick. Goes short to Tony. Tony brings it forward. Out there for Ballerini. Can he find a ball down the line? Look at Pokelin. No, he goes in field. That's fine. Brewerton's there. For Rhoda. In for Arias. Arias with a long raking pass. He finds Big Mac. Can Big Mac wrap it up? Oh, it's a goalkeeping error. And they've just about got away with it. Well, there's not a back pass there, ref. Another corner. Arias. It's away. Brewerton to pick it up. He gets it back to Arias. Crosses to the back post. So much space there for Rhoda. His cross is blocked. And don't come up the other end. Oh dear. We do have men back though. But he's gone past one. That's Parry over there, isn't it? Susnik, I think it's outside the penalty area. I think it's outside the penalty area. Please be outside the penalty area. Oh dear. What was I saying about there being a big difference between 2-0 and 2-1? I think it was outside. I think it was outside. It was outside. Okay. All right, boys. Now concentrate and get this away, please. Grab a yellow shirt. Look how close it was. And, oh, Teniskovic is there. All right, everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. Oh, they're coming. They're finishing strong. Away. Oh, again, it's straight at Teniskovic. Can we give them a concentrate? Ballerini with a free kick. Goes cross field. That's risky. It's a good header by Riola. Big Mac, is he going to be able to pounce? He's not. We do pick up a loose ball, though, eventually. Rhoda and Arias and Brewerton have run the show in there, haven't they? Here we go again with Ballerini getting forward. Inside the penalty area. Crosses it to the back post. Riola was there, but can't find it. Come on, boys. Here we go. Look again. Look again. Pokelin, look at your fullback. There he is. Ballerini. crosses it again. Riola's there. Riola sticks away the header. His first of the season. That's 3-0. And that is a nice lead to be taking to Switzerland with us. Very, very nicely done. We'll tell them to concentrate. Let's start and close this game down now, please, boys. Really, really, just good pressure. When we put pressure on them at the back, they don't look like they know what to do. We've won possession back high up the field there again. And Riola this time sticks away the header. Super sub. And if we can just have no more highlights, please, game, that would be a wonderful thing. There it is. Well, that is a really, really good performance. And I tell you what, not bad for not having a left back either. Well done, Mr. Parry. I think he could be a good player for us long term. It's just right now, he's not really the man for us. Is he? Don't let that go to your heads, boys. But that was a really good performance. So quality of possession provides the victory. Roda on form. I thought our midfield there was absolutely sensational. So well done to you guys. Anyway, wait right there. We'll play through Aberystwyth Town. We'll be back for the second leg. And then hopefully a Champions League group stage draw. We have breaking news out of Bala Town as the club announced the signing of 23-year-old Spanish left-back Sergio Lafuente from Real Sociedad for £1.8 million. Now, manager Aussie Villain is currently speaking to the press, so we'll go and join in live now. Look, ideally, he's not what we wanted. He lacks technical ability, but, you know, he works hard, he can run, he seems like a decent bloke, so hopefully he doesn't stuff up too bad. So there we go, we did get our man, Sergio Lafuente. I do enjoy saying the name, but he has become a Bala Town player. £1.8 million, $6,500 a week. B- rated signing for the fans. As I said, I'm not convinced. He's got a good work rate. He's a model professional. Quick, concentrates. Just technically, it's not ideal, but at least we've got somebody in that looks as though they might be able to play somewhat close to the level we need them to. So that's done and dusted. One other thing I did forget to tell you, and that is that Brian Rowland had the shortest ever career, I think, at Bala Town. We've moved him on free transfer off to Cavan Druids. So he's there. It cost us $100,000. That mistake's cost us, but at least it's gone to a good cause in Clendundo. Now we do have one league game to catch you up on. That was against Aberystwyth Town. So let's go see how we did. Denny Gami played in Sean Davis to give us an early lead. Ben Evans made it 2-0 after 5. Before an unmarked Marcus Wade made it 3. Davis crossed for Allmark to make it 4-0. And Nosta added a 5th before half-time. Before Gurke rounded off the scoring in the second half. So a good performance this one. 6 goals, 6 different goal scorers. Davis, Ben Evans, Wade, Allmark continues his quest for 50. That's 3 goals in 2 games. That is okay form. That'll get him there, or just about anyway. Nosta and Gurke with the goals. Lafuente made his debut, did okay. 2 key passes, an 8.8 rating, but you know, it's opposition, I guess you have to take into account as well. So yeah, really, really good. But I tell you what, Denny Gami sitting in, playing as the Ngonch in the hole there in the number 10 role is looking an absolute star for us. Really, really quality stuff he's playing. So that's excellent. Do we need to update the league table? We're top of the league. We're flying. Clonelly Town is got 6 points from their 3 games. But yeah, it's looking as though, look at that new state, it's in the relegation zone. Ha 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 ha. I feel like if we can get them relegated, we will have succeeded in this save, even if we don't end up winning the Champions League. But speaking of the Champions League, we are going to Young Boys. We are not the favourites, but we do have a 3-goal lead to hang on to here. Again, we don't know too much about them, but we can go and have a look at the analysis report from the last game. We can see they were very, very narrow. They attacked narrowly. They defended narrowly. And we basically ripped them to shreds down the sides, didn't we? But this is the team we're sending out, and a little bit like the first tie against Copenhagen, we're going to be a little bit more solid defensively through the middle for this one. And you'll notice that there is a bit of a bolter playing up top. But let's have a look at the team. It's Taniskovic, it's Susnic, Juan Me, and Tony as the back 3. Bolarini goes down the right. Norrington Davies comes in to go down the left. Obviously, we can't register Lafuente yet, so he'll come in for the group stage. Brewerton, Arias, and Roda in midfield. We're going to give Sam Evans a game as the false 9. I do think he has the basic attributes. He has really good vision, really good technique, good first touch, good dribbling. And there goes his profile. We really don't have a second man to play up front when we have sort of pressing forwards in Wade and Allmark, but I want to give him a chance. because I do actually think there is a decent player in there for us. So I want to give him a chance, see how he goes. If he doesn't work as a false nine, we can always drop him back as an on-gonch. But we'll see how he gets on. It's McMyer up top. And we do have the option to go to wingers if and when we... Why with this? Go away. We do have the option to go to wingers with Pukin and Fomin on the bench as well. We did get a bid from Wolfsburg. 20-something million for Fomin. There was no one really to replace him, so I don't want to sell him, but that's a lot of money. You may have noticed as well that Thiel is back fit, the new goalkeeper. He's on the bench for this one. I didn't want to throw him in this sort of a game to let him make his debut, but we'll give him a debut in a league game. He has just come back from injury and see how he gets on. But yeah, the big question mark here is definitely Sam Evans up top. Pick up where they left off. The first leg means nothing. Now go out there and win this one for me, please. The old calm, we have faith. And yeah, I'm curious to see how Evans does. All right, and here we go. Hopefully, we're going to have a group stage draw after this. As I say every year, hopefully it's going to be Champions League and it's not going to be Europa League, but it is what it is. Got a cat hair in the nose again. It feels like it's Aussie villain bingo, that one. All right, here we go. Ballerini, can he get a crossing? Can we get the away goal? That would almost certainly wrap it up for us. There's the header. There's the away goal. It's Norrington Davies, the old man of the team. Still getting it done for us in Europe down that left-hand side. It's going to be harsh to drop him out of the squad, actually. It does beg the question, do we drop Norrington Davies or do we... Oh, yeah, because Dean Parry has to be registered because he didn't come through our academy. He's not a club player. So it does beg the question, does Norrington Davies make the squad or does Parry? It'd be harsh to drop Parry, but I do wonder if maybe Norrington Davies is just a little bit more reliable against better opposition, but he's not there physically as much. But then... You know, Parry's not the most physically gifted either, is he? He's good defensively, but so's Norrington Davies. So, yeah, I might do a comparison and see. I'm beginning to lean towards Norrington Davies as a more maybe reliable man to have as the backup left back. But this is some nice football. Is he onside? Ballerini, he's skewed his shot wide anyway, but some nice football through midfield there for us. Yeah, I mean, with the away goal, it should be fairly straightforward from here. They need 5, and, I mean, I would hope against Barcelona level, whoever would be the best team, the Premier League team, whoever, we wouldn't concede 5 goals these days. But against a team like Young Boys, I'd be so disappointed. There's Evans. Now, he's got to be offside, unfortunately. It is play on. Roda's won it back. Roda has been nothing short of superb this tie, and he deserves a goal there. Really, really been impressed with him. Got the first goal of the tie as well, of course, but just really pressing well, winning the ball back for us, passing the ball well as well. Let's demand a little bit more. And if this keeps up, we might give Correa and Quinn a game in midfield for the second half and just save the legs in there a little bit. They're looking frustrated, as they should. They're not able to lay a glove on us as of yet. Here we go. Are they going to lay a glove on us now? Muller with the possession. Can we win this back, please, boys? They look at that. There's nowhere for them to go. Oh, they've got a little bit down the outside there, and Taniskovic, the last line, is there and makes a really, really good save for us. We might give it a concentrate. We'll wait till after this highlight because there's not much good doing anything now. There's a completed clearance there by Ballerini. And Young Boys, they are just coming back into this a little bit, aren't they? Just those last few highlights, but... hopefully now we can just get to the end of the half. They're looking, I mean, they're anxious and nervous. They're not getting back in this tie. Famous last words, I know, but it's just not happening. Look at Real Madrid, 9-0 over PSV. Let's not play them in the next round, please. Or the group stage, I should say. What do we say to this? Don't get complacent. We'll just say it with some calmness. How is Sam Evans doing? He's only playing a 6.5. So that is perhaps to be expected. Let's try him, given that we're essentially through here. Let's try him as an on-gonch and just see how he gets on in that role. And if not, we can make changes. There's no need, I don't think, to... I mean, we can experiment essentially at this point because that's a good touch there to get past the defender. Can we get back? We don't have to. Weak shot straight to Taniskovic. And there we go. There is a small part of me that thinks, do we sub the goalkeeper here to give Thiel a debut? But that just seems like a bad idea. An injury or a red card, and then we find ourselves without a goalkeeper. If you're looking at ways we could let them back into the tie, that seems right up there, doesn't it? There's a good ball. Tony's there. Is it going to count? goalkeeper came a long, long way. And well, it's been for a foul. He was shoved. Somebody was shoved. So that, I mean, the goalkeeper's got out of jail there, hasn't he? Because he had no business coming as far as he did. We've got a corner here. Arias to take. Decent for Tony, and Tony still can't get his goal there. All right, let's make some changes. Let's get the young Correa on. Let's get him on for Arias. Let's protect him a little bit. And all right, let's go Quinn for Rhoda. They've been absolutely magnificent, but we'll give them, as I said, we'll give them a break and not stress them out too badly. And we won't make the final sub. We'll keep that up our sleeves just in case we need it. But this is, considering how nervous I was, this has been a really, really good performance for us. And to top it off, you know, one of the guys that we were worried about in Norrington Davies has got the goal. So it's looking as though it's going to be a 1-0 or maybe more. Correa with a corner. Again, it's decent. And again, it's just over the bar by 1-0. But a good performance. Look, defensively, we've been quite good. Sam Evans, you'd have to say, hasn't worked. It's a big, big step up for him, though. So I'm not going to write him off, but maybe at this particular level, that's not quite where we need him. Yeah, not happy with that, mate. All right. So first leg triumph helps Bala Town pass Young Boys. We're into the group stage again. We have 13 million in the bank, 87 million. We do hemorrhage cash. We had 100 million a month ago. All right, but we have a Champions League group stage draw coming up, so wait for that right now. And here we go, Champions League group stage draw. We're one of 8 teams that have been seeded third for this one. So let's go have a look here. Top seeds in the competition. It is Man City, it's Paris Saint-Germain, it's who are they? Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Hertha Berlin, Inter Milan, Celtic, and Benfica. Well, I'll tell you what, you'd love Benfica, you'd love Celtic, and I'd take Hertha Berlin as well. Let's just click through because it doesn't really matter until we get to our group. With, you know, there's nothing really to say yet, but there's very, very much. I mean, you don't really want Barcelona or Paris Saint-Germain, do you? Let's have a look at the second seeds. It's Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, Lyon, Bayer Leverkusen, Real Madrid. I mean, how they are so low down, I don't know. Monaco, Lille, and Napoli. Well, we know we've beaten Napoli before. So that would be doable. Lille, you'd say, sounds doable. Lille Benfica looks like a plum group, doesn't it? Celtic, Real Madrid, Lyon, and Napoli goes with Paris Saint-Germain. So if you're looking at this, you'd say Group D with Inter and Monaco, or Group B with Lille and Benfica look to be the dreams. The other teams, look at this, we're top of the third tier here. This is wonderful. We could be in the second pot next year, and it's the teams we would avoid by being in the second pot as well. Anyway, Moscow, Wolfsburg, Fenerbahce, Roma, Schalke, Hibernian, and Arsenal all in this tier. So let's go and see who we get. We want Group B ideally. And we get Group A. Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Well, I don't think we're going to the knockout rounds this year, guys. That is pretty much it is probably as bad as it could have gone because we've beaten Napoli before. At least if we got PSG Napoli, we'd say we had a chance. But Bayern Munich, Chelsea. Oh dear. Well, now there's a lot of pressure on as to Hearts are in the how Celtic and Rangers aren't there, but Hibs and Hearts are. This is incredible. Anyway, the fourth seed teams are Spurs, who we can't get because we have Chelsea. Ajax, who we could get. We also have Bruges, Atalanta, who we could get, and that would be a group of death. Red Bull Salzburg, Hearts, Dundalk, or CSKA Sofia. So hopefully we're going to get a soft draw here. The one who we really don't want is Spurs, and we can't get them anyway. So who is it that we get? Atalanta. Unbelievable. That is, I mean, that is as tough as it could have got. We've beaten Italian teams before, so you know maybe we're a chance, but that is the nightmare group, I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We will do extremely, extremely well to stay in Europe, I think, after Christmas. We are, I think, already battling with Atalanta for the Europa League parachute. But you get the feeling that there's a very good chance here we could be plummeting to our deaths, never mind getting that parachute. But there we go. It is definitely a tough group. Oh, that's really hurt my feelings. All right, so we will be back next time. Let's have a quick look here. We've got a Welsh window coming up I'm thinking we might come back for Poland with Wales away from home. I'm glad this popped up actually because it makes it very, very easy to see all the games I have coming up sort of combined here. So we'll come back for Poland. We'll skip over Kef and Druids, and then it will be Bayern Munich to open the Champions League campaign at home. It's nightmare stuff, isn't it? But anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I apologise if the episode went a little bit long, but we'll see you next time for Poland away and Munich at home. Take care.